I pick my pen up.
Right. Hi there, welcome back to the club here on Sky Poker Channel 846, and it's a big club welcome to Ed DeBase. Ed, how are you?
Hi there, Dan. Good, thanks very much.
Good to see you.
Poker player, and no stranger to this studio, I believe.
Indeed, I was the first ever winner from the studio.
Of the Open.
Of the Open.
Which
yes.
seat? Which was the lucky seat? Which one? Which one
I
do I
was
need to
in
rub myself
the middle
on?
seat there.
I can feel it. I can feel the luck surging through me.
No.
Oh, nurse!
That's the Vindaloo.
Oh, really?
Last night.
Oh dear, nurse. So was that a full house? How many runners were in that?
Full house, yeah, 650 runners.
And how long ago was this?
This was last July 2007.
So, and we launched in something like February, didn't we? So it took a fair while for one of the studio guests to take it down.
Yeah, I think it's about a month before I was on here, and I came 11th. And I was a bit gutted because one of the, I think it was Johnny Gould, came over and started chatting to me in the middle of a hand, and I folded it, and of course then they showed I would have hit a straight flush or something like that, and I was like, oh no.
It is horrible when you're working in the studio and the director comes to you and says, go and catch up with the guests, and you walk over here all casual, of course they've been focused for 2 hours on a game, and you start going, so tell us a bit about yourself, and they're just like, do I really have to? I'm kind of busy here. But, 11th in the first place is pretty impressive. We see the majority of people die in the first hour.
Did you get some practice in before you came on?
I'm a regular player on the Open at home, so I've obviously got the experience of that. But I think one of the things that helps me is the bounty, because I think a lot of guests come on, they think, oh dear, a bounty, they're trying to steal my chips. I view it the other way around. It's a good way of me doubling up, because somebody's going to call a weaker hand. So it's...
But of course, the other side of the coin is it means you can't bluff.
That is true.
But I think
well, you can. Yeah.
To a degree. I mean, that's all I ever say. When people come in, they're a bit nervous. You say, don't bluff, because they will call you just for the hell of it and the value. But when you've got a big hand, overbet it, because people will call you just for the chance of taking you down.
So, how big a part does poker play in your life in general, not just the Sky Poker
yeah,
stuff?
it's a big part. I play online poker. I'm trying to play a bit more live poker this year. It's not so easy to have a full-time job and play live poker, because a lot of tournaments you go, yeah, let's have a start of this. You're doing really well. You get to 10:30. You say, what time does it finish? Oh, about 3:30 in the morning. You think, well, that's great. I've got to go up at 6. So it doesn't quite work out so well for tournaments.
And how have you handled it? Is there some advice for viewers that might be thinking of doing a similar sort of thing and trying to hold down a job and still play a little bit live if they can?
I think in terms of playing online poker, I think it's a case of planning your time. I've done it before. You start to play in a tournament online, and then you end up at 2 in the morning. It's still playing. You get to the point you're so tired, you think, oh, just going to go all in. Something like the Open's good though, because you can start at 9, you know you finish by 12, or quite often in my case lately 10 o'clock.
About 9:15. Yeah, come on, let's be honest.
You watched last night, didn't you? No, so I think a lot of it is down to planning. Live poker, again, it's finding out what game there's, what structure, what time's it likely to finish, and playing a Friday night poker, that sort of thing.
Is there enough on offer as well? So if people have a fish around, they'll be able to find something?
I think there's plenty of places you can play poker. One of my pet hates with casinos is they love rebuys, and I find it very difficult to get a freeze-out game. So if you're a new player, you really want to go freeze-out. For the guests who don't know, a freeze-out is, if it costs £50, that's it. A rebuy at £50 means if you lose, you can put another £50 in or another £50, which can be quite dangerous if you're trying to think, I just want a bit of fun, have a game. So I love a bit of a freeze out. I went to Dusk Till Dawn at Nottingham recently, and they do the freeze outs, and that was brilliant. That was just exactly. It's a shame it's so far away from where I live, though. Yeah,
it is. I must say, every week I get a little email with all the different tournament results. I think I wish I was a bit closer, because they've got such a good spread of games going on. But there are a few more in town now you can find that you can get in and out in an evening. But now you've played at home, so as well as playing in the Open as a studio guest, you've just played as a punter. You had much success in those games as well.
I've won the Velocity. It wasn't far long after I won the Open here, and so I won the Velocity. I thought, that's great, and I've got like a little tick list. Right, I've done the Open, done the Velocity, Primo, come on, and I just
the Primo, that would be one to win, wouldn't it? That helped the bankroll.
Yeah, I've placed reasonably well on it, but
and any tips you can give, because we do tend to get a lot of emails and calls about I'm not enjoying much success in the Open. Any tips from people who've been successful?
I think the thing to bear in mind, you've got 600 odd players. It may be that you've got to play 600 to actually win one. The odds are, especially depends how good you are. But no, I think you mentioned earlier on playing the cards, maybe not bluffing too much initially in the early days, but then a lot of it is down to position, you know, when to bluff. I think some people think, oh yeah, I can just throw some chips here and there, a fold, but a lot of it's timing.
Is it? Have you provided with some pictures to have a look
yes.
at?
Well, we do, because as well as a winner in poker, you are a serial guest on quiz shows. I have a long list, and maybe as I read through some of the things that, if you think, I kind of recognise Ed, but not from the Open, we've got that you have appeared on Casino, where you won $50,000, which is currently being repeated on Challenge TV. We'll put some pictures up as we read through this. Yeah. Brain Teaser on Channel 5, you won 500 quid. Yep. Suda Q, I've never even heard, I don't watch daytime TV. On BBC Two, you won 3,000. Yep. Between two? Don't understand what the between two means.
That's a team of two that entered the shows with Eamon Holmes.
Weakest Link in BBC Two, you came third. Eggheads on BBC Two, you're captain of a team of poker players. And we lost, it says here. We won't mention that one. Have I already mentioned that?
Yeah.
Yeah. OK.
You're not going to go through everything, are you?
I am, because I think it's... No. Well, I was expecting pictures to come on screen as I did. It's not happening, but I'm just going to keep going.
Well, no, the pictures are of other things.
Coming up, yes.
Not
poker pictures.
Of Ed appearing on these.
All right, well, programs. I don't care. I'm going to keep going. Here's one: an expenses paid trip to Jamaica, holiday in New York, a laptop, expenses paid trip to the Royal Ascot, Ladies' Day. You're fitting well there. Yeah. Football boxes, theatre tips.
Wow.
Loads of other pages and prizes.
I just found that I was really lucky in competition, that I thought, well, why didn't I try that on TV?
I think you're a very modest man, actually.
There you are, rubbing shoulders with Devilfish.
Devilfish and Andy Black on the end there. Craig Dunn is just a... Well, someone like me, I guess.
Helmuth, our friend.
I'm trying to Photoshop this photo to take the other guys out, so I can say the photo. And there's Tony G and a friend of mine, Rob Gibraltar, as he's known as.
Rob Gibraltar. Where's he from?
Well, he was working in Gibraltar.
No, that's incredible.
Wow. I thought he was just a rock.
Nicely done. Very good.
That's pretty good, I think.
And you also won a tournament run by the Hendon Mob and won first prize trip to the World Cup finals in 2006.
That was excellent. It was online poker, second prize was a T-shirt, first prize was a trip to the World Cup final.
What a great difference between first and second.
That is real.
Were you tempted to chop it? Shall I go for the T-shirt or the free trip to the World Cup?
That was real heads-up action, that was. I had such a lead. I had something like a 20-1 lead, and gradually I started to go down. I'm like, no,
not the T-shirt.
No. Thank you very much.
It's been manic. It's not our fault.
It's not our fault.
No.
We just work it. I'm going to pick a winner, as we like to do.
flicking cards?
Well, Dan does this.
Because we're trying to get it lodged in one of the cameras.
OK.
Sorry,
the winner is Paul, our lovely phone call. It was a very nice man. You do that one day, the cards will throw back at you, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, see, I told you.
Come on, what? Paul?
Oh,
Paul from Fleetwood. Well done, mate. You get free entry into the £12,000 guaranteed Open. Because we had a lovely chat with you, and I think your attitude was very good. Of course, thanks to all of you at home. They've been getting in touch. Remember to stay tuned for the Open that's coming up, and do keep getting your emails, texts and things into us. I'm really scared now. I'm going to get my eye cut open. Other than that, thanks to Ed, thanks to Dan, I suppose.
Thanks,
We'll be back
Matt.
tomorrow with stuff from the club. Don't hurt me.
Don't throw cards at me again.